Hey, what's up? My name is Arthur Weiner, and today we'll take a look at 6 budget-friendly cameras that you should definitely keep in mind if you're planning to buy your first camera. But before we begin, we must cover a very important thing. Often, when buying a camera, people expect incredible shots. But the truth is, if your setup costs less than $1,000, it won't shoot much better than a similarly costing phone. Carrying the phone around is much more convenient, it's always with you, intelligently adjusts focus, exposure, etc. Just press the shutter button and enjoy the photo. Therefore, if you're planning on casual shooting without claiming artistic excellence, then you don't need a camera. But if you want to grow your photography skills, learn the camera settings and their impact on shots, and maybe even improve your setup over time by buying better gear, then without a doubt, a capable budget-friendly camera is exactly what you need. For this buying guide, I have purposefully selected the cameras from different manufacturers because each manufacturer has its own specific design styles, pros, cons, and pricing. Therefore, it's important to explore different options, especially since your first camera will cement your brand loyalty for the years to come. Photographers rarely switch camera manufacturers simply because of the accumulated gear and lenses. Now, with that out of the way, let's begin. Nikon D3500. This is a solid, universal, and inexpensive entry-level camera. The sensor has a resolution of 24.2 megapixels, and the ISO ranges from 100 to 25,600. The camera is capable of high-speed continuous shooting at 5 shots per second and has the ability to record video in full HD. It also has a very powerful battery that gives you enough juice for around 1,500 shots. Combination of those features and a low price makes Nikon D3500 a perfect purchase. Canon 800D. The 800D is a classic SLR camera. Optical viewfinder, long battery life, comfortable grip. At the same time, the camera is compact and weighs a little over 500 grams. This is a fairly good compromise between good ergonomics and a compact size. An image is captured on a 24.2 megapixel APS-C sensor, which is on par with modern professional cameras. Such a sensor will not only produce a high-quality image, but also allow you to shoot at high ISO values. This means you will get crisp images even in low light. Unfortunately, the camera's autofocus isn't the fastest one, and it shoots bursts at only 6 frames per second max. But still, there are numerous lenses for you to enjoy, made by Canon or other manufacturers. Sony a6000. This mirrorless camera performs really well both in casual, daily shootings and in professional-grade photo shoots. It packs a 24 megapixel sensor while retaining a really slick, compact design. If you were worrying about low-light shots, don't be. Sony a6000 exceeds expectations in low-light photography really. The E-mount is popular with many manufacturers, so there will be no problems with lens hunting. This is a Sony camera, so the autofocus is amazing. 179 focus points basically means there will be no focus misses, which is great. Sony cameras are popular and get updated quite regularly, so you will easily find one used in good condition and at a reasonable price. We have already discussed free cameras, so let's take a quick break because there is one thing almost as important as choosing your first camera. While looking for a camera, it's important to search for good, reliable editing software because retouching and editing are a crucial part of a photographer's work. It's best to choose a friendly program, especially if you are a newbie. This way you won't get overwhelmed by various settings, dials, and features. Personally, I consider PhotoWorks to be a really good alternative to well-known Lightroom or Photoshop. PhotoWorks is suitable for making basic edits and has many tools for something more serious like a patch tool. User-friendly, intuitive interface allows getting results quick without spending years on learning. Moreover, there are tons of lessons on the internet, so mastering PhotoWorks will be a piece of cake. Download PhotoWorks by clicking the link in the description below, check it out with a free trial, or jump straight into a full version, which can be purchased at a 60% off by clicking another link in the description. And now let's get back to the cameras. Fujifilm X-E3. X-E3 is a proud representative of the X series cameras from Fujifilm. Its compact body packs almost the same functionality as its more expensive colleagues XT and X Pro. They even have the same 24 megapixel sensor, which is awesome. The design is thoughtful, minimalistic, with a few extra touches here and there. For me, the design has always been the second most important thing in a camera. Your camera isn't just your instrument but a friend and an accessory in one package. Buying this camera will also get you an extra Fujifilm-only feature: film style. Fuji takes all its wisdom and experience at film production and applies that to image processing. So you get digital shots that look like they were taken on film. There is one more redundancy I liked: the digital split image assistance. Remember those old cameras that used shifted sector for focusing? This camera has that option too. That's a tribute to traditions and just a cool little detail you'll find only in a Fuji camera. Autofocus is also worth mentioning. It may not be as reliable and effective as the one on Sony cameras, but it still performs rather well. And yes, it can miss more often in poorly lit environments or during a continuous shooting. Olympus Pen EPL8. This is a camera for people who value looks as much as the technical specs. As you've probably noticed, I'm one of those people. Even one glance is enough to see how beautiful and stylish this camera is. With its leather-trimmed metal body, plus the specs under the hood are decent to consider it a very capable device. 16-megapixel sensor, great sensitivity and fast shooting mode. That's not a toy. It's not just a fancy and fashionable accessory. Olympus Pen is a great camera for lifestyle photography, vlogging, or selfies. It even has a dedicated selfie mode which turns on when you flip over the touchscreen. Plus, you can connect the camera to your smartphone via Olympus Image Share and take complete control over it. Overall, a very decent device, fit for anyone. Sony RX107 or VII, you name it. The RX100 series was specifically designed for amateur photographers. If I were to describe it in one sentence: great functionality in a minuscule enclosure. This miniature camera packs a 20-megapixel, 1-inch sensor. Basically, you get a pro-level sensor and excellent image quality stuffed into something that fits in your pocket. The lens is built in, you can't change it, but the focal range is massive, from 24mm all the way to 200mm, which makes it really versatile. You can shoot anything with this thing. The focusing system is almost identical to one found in professional Sony cameras. This means it's really precise and accurate. RX100 can shoot 20 times a second without dimming while keeping everything focused. Not every pro camera can do that. The RX100 is also great for vloggers since it has a microphone jack and shoots high-quality videos at 4K resolution. You can not only shoot photos with it, but use it to show the shooting process. A truly versatile little thing. Well, that's pretty much all the cameras I've come up with. There are many great cameras to choose from, not just the ones I've mentioned. My selection can be somewhat subjective, but it's unavoidable. If you have some other worthy cameras in mind, don't hesitate to leave a comment. Like this video if it was interesting or you learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our new videos. I wish you a great day and see you soon.